What up, y'all? It's your man Wayne Train back with another joint. iPhone 12 Pro. Okay, now I know it's been out for a minute. I understand, I'm late. I'm late. But I really want to give you guys my opinions about the iPhone 12 Pro because it is a phone that I am considering bringing to the channel to check out. And I want you guys to know where I'm coming from. Aside from where I stand on which, model I'll be getting, I'm gonna kind of focus mainly on the 12 Pro. Not so much the Max yet because that hasn't even been that's not officially ready yet. But we'll focus on what's out right now, the iPhone 12 Pro, and not even the other 12. We'll get into that in another video too. So today, the 12 Pro is the one that's the most intriguing to me because I had the 11 Pro, and pound for pound. Am I impressed? That's what we're going to talk about. So let's get it. Now, if you don't know who I be, I go by the name. I don't even know who I be, I guess. If y'all know who I be, I go by the name Wayne Train. My real name is Dwayne Mims. You can search it up at the top. Might be easier to find your boy that way, but we do tech videos, unboxings, all kinds of stuff involving the world of tech. Now, if any of that interests you, please consider subscribing to your boy. If you ain't noticed, I'm kind of trying to experiment with a little bit with my video recording. Mainly right now, the visuals. I want to get more into color grading and stuff like that. Just up the quality. Hopefully, this helps me out and just getting a little bit better. And hopefully it's something more appealing for you guys to look at, a cleaner image, a better looking video. Just let me know in the comments below what you guys think. But anyway, on to the video. iPhone 12 Pro. Now listen, okay? Now listen to me. I'm not saying that the iPhone 12 Pro ain't cold. The iPhone 12 Pro is pretty cool. So much so that I do want to get it. But I'm probably going for the Max, but we'll talk about that later. The iPhone 12 Pro looks like a really good device. Now, I want to help you guys make a better buying decision rather than just jumping out and buying the newest and the greatest, latest and greatest. A lot of times that's the best thing to do. Future-proofing and all that type of thing. It's all fine and dandy, but if you can save a few $100, I would probably opt for that. Seeing that new smartphones come out every year, everything is evolving and everything is changing so fast that it's not always the best thing to do to upgrade to the newest model every year because it's just incremental updates for the most part. Now, we'll discuss that right now. The iPhone 12 Pro versus the 11 Pro, the differences to me are pretty minimal. Now, on a year-to-year basis with iPhones, there may be a bump a little bit in the display quality. They might add a feature here or there in the OS. That's where you're going to get your biggest bump and changes from Apple. Hardware is where, you're not going to see much of a difference. Now, the iPhone 12 Pro offers, the LiDAR scanner, the 12 or the 10-bit recording, Dolby Vision, all that stuff, and 5G as well. Those are on paper really dope specs, but if you were to break it down and really discuss each spec in detail, you'll notice that it's not all there. It's a bunch of features that just really isn't they're really not ready yet. 5G, is here. They got the commercials. Oh, now 5G is real. 5G is real just because Apple stepped in. Now, it's real, okay? It's been real. Let's get that straight. 5G, they've been setting up towers forever for 5G, and 5G is well and available right now. Now, comparing, speeds and all that stuff, that's where things get a little bit dicey. Now, where Apple, they come in talking about is real because now you know how Apple is. They the cool kids on the block. They like the Drake of smartphones. They can do one thing that Android been doing for years, but as soon as they do it, for whatever reason, becomes worldwide, world renowned, and just the best thing since sliced bread. It is what it is. That's just kind of how Apple is. They've been relevant and been doing it and they've been hanging on by a thread, if you ask me. All right, now, like I said, 5G for the most part still isn't ready. Speeds are really low. The 10-bit recording, I'm not really well versed in that. But from what I gathered is, you can record and everything and then view it on your phone. And from iPhone to iPhone that supports, viewing it, you're going to see some amazing video and everything's going to look nice and pretty. But as soon as you export that to other, displays, people's monitors, people's computers and everything that don't support that, that's when, it just reverts back to the normal stuff and you're not going to see anything great. There's another feature that's just not ready yet. And a lot of people are still using older iPhones and older Android phones to view YouTube content. So, that's another feature that can chill out. The LiDAR scanner, many people are pretty skeptical. I actually do enjoy, and I think that the LiDAR scanner is something that is pretty important. It also adds, aside from the AR stuff, they're implementing it in the iPhone 12 Pro and Pro Max for better low light performance. So now we got things like low light portrait mode because of the LiDAR scanner, and I think that's pretty dope. So that's a pretty useful feature, but is it $250 useful? We're talking about nighttime portraits. Now, from the pictures that I've seen, they're still not the greatest looking photos. They look okay, but quality wise, they're not the best. It's still in low light. You're still gonna have some graininess and whatever. It's not gonna be DSLR mirrorless camera quality or anything like that. So understand that as well. So when making your purchase, you got to really understand what features are important to you and where your value lies. Now, the other thing that I forgot about the 12 Pro is the Magsafe technology that they have. Now, the Magsafe itself can be used on any phone. The magnets that they put into the newer phones, those where Magsafe is cool, and I'm pretty sure that only the newer iPhones support the fastest charging. So 15 watts, I believe, is what it's up to. So that's where you'll be getting if you have an iPhone 12, 12 Pro, Pro Max, or Mini. You'll get that 15 watt charging speed. I don't think you'll get that on the 11 Pro because I'm pretty sure the wireless charging speed maxes out at 10 watts across the board. So that's a nice feature as well. But again, that's when we gotta wonder, is that price? Is that savings that you're gonna have $250? Would you give up that $250 to get these extra features, or would you be okay with spending $850, $830 for a brand or a nice iPhone 11 Pro that can perform just as well on a day-to-day basis? Doesn't have 5G, still very capable in the video department, still probably top 5 in terms of best video quality amongst all smartphones, and that's including all the new iPhones and whatnot. Not to mention that the iPhone 11 Pro of last year is looking like it has better battery life than what we're going to get on this year's iPhones. Now, I haven't used it, but from the videos that I've seen, a lot of people are saying battery life's a little So that's also something to consider. A lot of people are complaining about hairline scratches and just durability of the phone. Now, they do advertise this whole ceramic shield, strong glass and whatnot, unbreakable glass. Obviously, you can't really have both. You can't have scratch-free and shatterproof, or whatever we want to say. So you kind of have to pick which one you want. Are you okay with having scratches and having an indestructible screen, or are you having no scratches but a very brittle screen? So that's just kind of how it is. It's physics, and I'm not a physics major. I'm not gonna go into that, but that's just where it lies. So pick your poison. It is what it is. basically, at the end of the day, you just have a choice. What's best for you? I know y'all hate that. I know y'all hate that. Anytime y'all watch any tech review and they end with, what? Well, at the end of the day, it's what's best for you. Honestly, bro, like that's really what it is. But I'll give you my choice. I would probably opt for the 12 Pro, because I'm big on I'm big on future-proofing my devices. If there's any point where it makes sense for me to spend the extra money to have something that's going to last for years and years, or something that's there's the possibility that it could be a future feature that can be like a staple or something like that, I'd rather have that and spend a little extra money here and there. And, you get the feature, you have the feature, so that way you'll be getting those updates. And by the time it's, ready for prime time, it'll still be on your older device. Yes, the newer device might be more optimized for it or whatever, but it's still on your device and it's still supported and it's still going to work just fine. So personally, I would go for the 12 Pro, spend that little extra $250 or whatever, get a 256 gigabyte version. Or what's dope is that you can actually get the 128 version versus, last year we had the 64 and for the 11 Pro at $1,000. And like I commend Apple for that, for going from 128 or going from 64 to 128, getting rid of that low end 64 gig model finally. Hopefully you don't go back. And that's a good basis for most people, 128 gigabytes of storage, especially with no expandable memory. Cool. I'm cool with that at that price. That's why I said it's like a bargain. But anyway, man, like I said, that's where I stand. I'm probably going to opt for the Max because there's technically more features, and we'll get into that in another video. But I just kind of want to give you guys my thoughts, opinions, and where I stand with the iPhones. Personally, like I said, it's definitely going to be for, you got to know your situation. And honestly, the Amazon renewed 11 Pro might be perfect for a lot of you people that are watching this or whatever. So just something to consider. That's all. But anyway, like, subscribe, share, do it up for your boy. Hit me up in the comments, and I just want to have a little discussion. Ask questions, talk about it. We can chop it up down there. But anyway, it's your man Wayne Train. I'm out. I want to say, y'all see the purple and the yellow. I got the little yellow light like back there before I go. While I'm happy that the Vikings won, I'm also mad because, I wish they wouldn't have won, because, like, we trying to get Trevor Lawrence. We trying to campaign for Trevor Lawrence. We need that new QB. So just to let y'all know that I'm still a Vikings fan. I'm still, hey, hit me up in the comments if you want to know about some sports too. We can talk sports too. All right. I know y'all see me. All right. Take it easy.